Hello everyone, today Jyoti Joshi is here to present my views on the topic trip operon. Now the trip operon, it is an operon which has a group of genes that is used or transcribed that codes for the components for the production of tryptophan. The trip operon, it is present in many bacteria, but it was first characterized in E. coli. Many protein coding genes in bacteria, they are clustered together in operons which serve as the transcriptional unit that are coordinately regulated. Trip operon, it was first discovered in 1961 by Jacob and Monod, who proposed the operon model for the regulation of transcription. Now the tryptophan operon, which is found in E. coli bacteria, it is a group of genes that encodes biosynthetic enzymes for the amino acid tryptophan. This is the general structure of tryptophan, which have 5 structural genes which codes for the tryptophan. This is the promoter where the RNA polymerase bind and the operator where the repressor binds. Now the trip operon is regulated by the trip repressor when it is bound to tryptophan, and the trip repressor blocks repression of the operon. Now this regulation occurs when we have the abundant number of tryptophan in the cell. The tryptophan biosynthesis is also regulated by attenuation, which is a mechanism based on coupling of transcription and translation. Now, as tryptophan, it is an aromatic amino acid and it is required for the synthesis of all protein that contain tryptophan. If tryptophan it is not present in the medium in adequate quantity, the bacterial cell has to make it, and it is required for the growth of bacteria. The operon model, it possesses 3 elements: a structure of structural gene, that is the gene encoding the protein to be regulated, an operator site, which is a DNA sequence that regulates transcription of the structural genes, a regulator gene which encodes a protein that recognizes the operator sequence. So the operons are thus the clusters of structural genes under the control of a single operator site and regulator gene, which ensures that expression of the structural gene is coordinately controlled. This is the general trip operon. We have the trip R gene, the trip from which the trip repressor is synthesized. Now when the tryptophan binds to the trip repressor, and this binding of tryptophan to the trip repressor occurs when we have the high content of tryptophan in the cell. So the repression occurs and it binds to the operator site. Now this trip operon, it is expressed, that is turned on when we have the tryptophan level are low, and it is repressed, that is turned off when they are high. So the trip operon have 5 structural genes, and all these 5 structural genes have their individual function. Like trip E, it encodes the enzyme anthranilate synthase 1. Trip D, it encodes anthranilate synthase 2. Trip C, it encodes the enzyme N5' phosphoribosyl anthranilate isomerase and indole 3 glycerol phosphate synthase. Trip B, it encodes the enzyme tryptophan synthase B subunit, and trip A, it encodes the enzyme tryptophan synthase A subunit. So the operon is regulated such that transcription occurs when tryptophan in the cell is in the short supply. Now in the absence of tryptophan, the repressor is not bound to the operator and the operon is depressed. That is, in the absence of tryptophan, the free trip repressor, it cannot bind to the operator site, and the RNA polymerase can therefore move past the operator and transcribe the trip operon genes, giving the cell the capability to synthesize tryptophan. So in the absence of tryptophan, the repressor gene, it is in the form of inactive form and it is not able to bind to the operator. So a trip repressor protein encoding by a separate operon, trip R, is synthesized and it forms a dimer. However, this is inactive and so is unable to bind to the trip operator, and the structural genes of the trip operon are transcribed. In the presence of tryptophan, the repressor, it is bound to the operator and the operon is repressed. So when the complex with when this repressor gene is complexed with the tryptophan, the repressor protein produced by the trip R gene, it binds tightly to the trip operator, thereby preventing RNA polymerase from transcribing the operon genes. So the enzymes for tryptophan biosynthesis are not needed, and so expression of these genes is turned off. And the binding of repressor protein to operator overlaps the promoter, so RNA polymerase cannot bind to the operator, hence transcription is halted. There is a second mechanism which is called the attenuation. It is also used to control the expression of the trip operon the 5' end of the polycystonic mRNA transcribed from the trip operon. It has a leader sequence upstream of the coding region of the TRPE structural gene. Now this leader sequence, it encodes a 14 amino acid leader peptide containing two tryptophan residues. The function of the leader sequence is to fine-tune expression of the trip operon based on the availability of the tryptophan inside the cell. Now the general trip operon attenuator leader sequence, it contains 4 regions, region 1, 2, 3 and 4, and they can form a variety of base paired stem loop, which is the secondary structure. Now tryptophan starved, which act as the anti-terminator. In tryptophan starvation, what happens, or it is also called the low level of tryptophan, the ribosome translating leader transcribes stalls at trip codon. In this, the region 2 and 3 pair is prevents the formation of 3 and 4 pairs, so the transcription continues. Second is the non-starved state, where the region 3 and 4 pair, so the transcription is terminate. If the region 3 and 4 base pair with each other, they form a loop-like structure which is called the attenuator, and it functions as transcriptional termination. If pairing occur between region 3 and 2, then no attenuator form, so that the transcription continues. Now when tryptophan is abundant, we have plentiful of tryptophan, it allows the 3,4 transcription termination signal to form. So the moving ribosome, it completes the translation of the leader peptide and it pauses at the stop codon, blocking the region 2. As a result, 3 and 4 structure form and it terminates the transcription near the end of the leader sequence. So the formation of the interaction of 3 and 4 region halts the further tryptophan. The 2 trip codons for the leader peptide lie within sequence 1 and the translation stop codon between sequence 1 and 2. During translation, the ribosome follow very closely behind RNA polymerase and synthesize leader peptide, with translation stopping eventually between sequence 1 and 2. So the position of ribosome, it prevents the sequence 2 from interacting with sequence 3. So instead, sequence 3 has to base pair with the sequence 4 to form 3:4 stem loop, which act as the transcription terminator. Therefore, when tryptophan is present, further transcription of trip operon is prevented. Now, when we have the low availability of tryptophan, the ribosome stalls and allowing a 2,3 anti-terminator hairpin to form. So the ribosome stalls when it encounters the 2 tryptophan codons due to the shortage of tryptophan carrying tRNA molecules. So the stalled ribosome blocks region 1. So 1 and 2 hairpin cannot form. Instead, an alternative 2 and 3 hairpin is created, which prevents the formation of 3 and 4 terminator hairpin. So therefore, RNA polymerase can move on to the transcribe entire operon. If tryptophan is in short supply, the ribosome will pause at 2 trip codons contained within sequence 1. This leaves sequence 2 free to base pair with sequence 3 to form a 2:3 structure, which is also called as the anti-terminator. So 3:4 structure cannot form and transcription continues to the end of the trip operon. Thank you. To more such videos, please like the channel.